Is he alright?
He's stable now. We have moved him to the psych ward. He is under observation.
Psych ward. Is his mental condition okay?
I'm sorry, I can disclose such details to you. Can you summon his father for me?
Yeah, sure.
If we are his close friends, you can tell us.
I'm sorry, I can't. And do you know if he keeps any journal or diary?
Yeah, doctor, he keeps a diary and
He writes his poems.
Yes, he keeps all his poems in that diary also.
Okay, get me that diary as soon as possible, okay? And let his father know, ask his permission. We have to maintain some program around him. Okay. Thank you.
Ma'am, may I come in? I'm Mr. Francis, David's father.
Yes, yes, yes. Please come in. Do you want to have something? Tea, coffee? You must be very tired.
No, doctor. What happened to my son? What exactly has happened? Is he very ill?
Calm down, Mr. Francis. He is much stable now, but I really want you to be frank with me and answer the questions I ask you as frankly as you can. Okay? Okay, so tell me, how close were you with him?
We were not so close, doctor. He always had a wall around him which I could never penetrate into.
Did you really know that you always wanted to become a writer?
Yes, he liked writing. He used to write and he took it up as a hobby.
That just shows how much of a family connection gap you have between the two of you. Your son felt that he was never loved. He always felt that he was never understood by you. That's why he couldn't even confide in you about his true passion. He always felt that everyone who loved him left him at the end. And that is why he got into the drugs even before college.
Doctor, I knew about it. I knew he was taking drugs. That's why I took him to a rehab and he got cured within 2 months, doctor. I don't think he touched it again. He never touched it.
Your son, David, is very intelligent. He's creative and being a writer, he has a sensitive mind. Hard drugs as such have a very severe effect on such minds. And unfortunately so, he could never leave those drugs.
So doctor, what exactly do we do now?
Mr. Francis, calm down. I've had many rounds of counseling with David and he's responding to me very positively. I want to show you something.
This is David's. This is his journal. He maintained it after his mother expired. And what is all this? And who is Coco?
She is nothing but your son's imagination, Mr. Francis.
What?
Yes. She gives him strength, love, security. And due to hard drugs, he has created this character in his mind. As you can see, he has had many attempts in drawing a portrait and his imagination got more vivid with time. This hallucination has actually brought positive changes in him. And it is his own thirst of becoming a better man that you can see through all these. We can't actually tell him about this, that Coco doesn't exist in the real world right now. But we can't even let him hallucinate like this because this will make him go insane.
What will do then, doctor?
See, Mr. Francis, he's in shock right now. We can't tell him the truth right now, but with constant counseling and when I feel the time is right, we have to disclose the truth to him. But then we have to come up with a strategy.
What exactly are you trying to say, doctor?
I have something in mind. Please call Kaushik Shivangi.
बेटा बेटा how are you?
Fine.
बेटा do you need anything? तुमको कुछ चाहिए?
नहीं. शिवांगी है.
She's just outside. I'll call her for you. Just.
I began to drift away, listening to the sound of falling rain. Couldn't wait another day, there was no other way. Said my goodbyes and now this journey's
Uncle, please don't cry. Please don't. We're there to take care of him. Please, Uncle. Hey, As, what's up?
Hi.
How do you feel now?
Oh, amazing! I feel on top of this world.
You and your sarcasm. Okay, I have something for you.
क्या?
Coco's letter.
मुझे पढ़ना नहीं.
क्या मस्त बंदी है यार.
अरे
नहीं.
जाना.
ठीक है ना? As.
Shivangi,
Yes, doctor.
did you get the letter we wrote?
Yes, doctor, I gave the letter. I really hope it works.
Hey, सब dude, बड़ा dude बनता फिरता है and you faint like a girl. How lame. ग्रुप सहा नहीं गया कि प्रपोज करके हार्ट अटैक आ गया इनको. Anyway, देख डेविड, मैं इधर की नहीं हूँ. I forgot to mention कि मैं छुट्टियों में आई थी and guess what? मुझे तुझसे प्यार हो गया यार. बट पढ़ाई छोड़ के इधर बैठ तो नहीं सकती. So I'm returning today. तेरा जो ये डॉक्टर्स है ना, बड़े खड़ूस है यार. I wanted to meet you up to say bye, but these people said you're weak and you need rest. Anyway, we are very young right now, and there is so much to do in life. So many places to go, so many people to meet, travel, read and work. I'm glad that I met a wonderful person, but you need to discover yourself more. You cannot depend upon me or anybody to help discover you. Find out what you really want and what makes you truly happy. You are enough within yourself to do so. Here's the deal. You take your time to be the man you dream to be, while I too discover my path, and after 4 years, on 16th of January, the day when you propose to me, I shall meet you at the same place. I'm not going anywhere. I'm always with you, within you. Take care.
obsessions, romantic freedom.
It's been 4 years since that day. Years of treatment made me come to terms with my hallucinations. I was told that Coco never existed. Later, I was declared mentally fit. Today, I am a successful theatre actor. Happy with what I do, I did take that leap of faith.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you.